All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Slip Streaming. We're here live streaming the first session of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And we are here live on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. So welcome everyone to my stream. And we're gonna watch the first practice session over here. We'll make sure that we are able to follow along nicely on the session. And this is going to be a very telling session. Let's see what the scenario is in terms of the weather. I haven't seen or heard what kind of weather is there right now. What's going on? I'm not sure. Let's see. But yes, if you are new to the broadcast, please enjoy yourself and welcome, obviously, to my channel. It's going to be fun. We are going to stream the first session. Then I'm going to take some small break. I have some work. And then we're going to stream the sprint quali session. I know I said that I'll probably stream all sessions, but due to a family commitment, tomorrow I'll probably not be able to stream the sprint race, which is a shame because I really wanted to see what happens in the sprint race. It's not like I'll not watch it, but I'll probably be somewhere where I'll maybe able to see snippets of it on my phone if I get the time. If not, I'll watch it later on. But let's see what happens tomorrow. But I'll definitely stream the qualification tomorrow as well as the race on Sunday. Okay, let's see what's going on with the practice. I think. Okay, yeah, I can see. Just a second. So Max is in there talking on F1 TV about the strategy practice, and the weather looks good, looks decent. Let's see what happens. Whew. I heard that from a tire perspective, Pirelli brought a tire compound which is much more harder compared to last year, and I don't know whether that's a good idea. We already have people going for 40 laps on the soft tire. I don't know what's going on with Pirelli. It's just stupid that people are able to do 40 laps on this tire. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this thing. Let's see what's going on. Are we streaming on YouTube? Let me just check if I'm streaming on YouTube or not, because it's always a little bit different. Yes, I think we are streaming on YouTube. So welcome everyone on YouTube. Welcome to the live slip streaming watch along for the first practice session of the Brazilian GP, and also on Kick as well as Twitch. Welcome along. We're waiting for the session to start. It's 5 minutes left. But before we do that, I want to just quickly discuss. We just got the news that Colapinto would be racing alongside Gasly in Alpine for 2026, which I think it's pretty good that has happened, because he did have that particular this thing built up performance over the last few races. In fact, I saw that definitely there was an improvement from him in terms of race pace as well as quali pace. Certainly race pace, and maybe I think in a couple of races he was even much better compared to Gasly, even though the car is absolute horseshit. Okay. So yeah, let's just look at what's going on with the official announcement. And just a sec. Let's see what they have said in terms of the announcement that Colapinto has had. Okay. Okay, yes, so this is the official announcement. Colapinto will complete Alpine's driver lineup alongside Pierre Gasly in 2026. 22-year-old joined Alpine in Jan, reserve driver on a multi-year deal before earning the promotion to a race seat, blah blah blah. Argentine endured a difficult start to his team, yes, that's true. And Briatore conceded in August that he was not happy with Colapinto's performance. However, Colapinto went on to up his game in the last 6 GPs has been competitive related to the teammate Gasly, who in September committed his future to the team. Oh yeah, Gasly also signed with Alpine pretty much, when was it? In September till 2028. Oh wow, I didn't know this. But yeah, it's a good step, although it's a shame about Paul Aaron, or I don't know the other reserve drivers were, because Alpine has a lot of reserve drivers. So I don't remember all of it, but yeah. Anyway. Okay. Quickly checking what's going on. Blah blah blah. Okay. So yeah, on Friday ahead of the weekend's Sao Paulo Grand Prix, that will feature a large contingent of fans from yes, Colapinto's native Argentina. Alpine moved up to confirm Colapinto for 2026, when they will switch from Works Renault Power to customer Mercedes Power Unit. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing to look at. If they can develop a good car, they might end up being, in the top 3, top 4, definitely. Let's see what happens over there. I've been following Franco's progress, blah blah blah. Yes, so basically Colapinto is confirmed for 2026, so we don't have to speculate on Alpine. Not that a lot of people were speculating, but still, it was going to be always just a matter of when for Colapinto. So yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go back. Okay, where are we? The practice. Okay, it's starting up. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Always love the F1 theme. Brazil is here, finally. It's going to be fun. .2 kilometer full throttle blast. Yeah, Pirelli have brought in C4, C3, C2. Hmm. One step harder. Yes. It's it's going to be a one stop, isn't it? It's going to be a one stop race. But if it's wet, then it's going to be blasting all the way. Nobody knows what's going to happen. There's a delay? Okay. So it's not going to be a wet race. It's just that, I mean, it might be a wet race. Right now, the practice session is dry, even though it was forecasted at least what I saw were at a 45% chance of rain. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, Frank. We have got a delay of some sort, not sure why. Let's see what's going on. There'll be a lot of Argentine fans for Colapinto, especially with the announcement that he's signed. It's good news for them. But the main thing I think is Bortoleto because it's his first home race. So he'll be under very much a lot of pressure to perform and make sure that he has a good set of things going on. And he has to perform well. I hope he can because in the last few races he's fallen back a little, especially in the quali. In the last couple of races, I think Hulkenberg has outqualified him, and then maybe Racing Bulls have clawed a little bit of the pace back compared to what Sauber had probably in Spain, after Spain, especially. So they're definitely doing something right. Race session will start at 11:35 local time, so 5 minutes from now. So we've got a delay. I hope they give the entire 1 hour. We see Hamilton with his Brazilian flag inspired helmet. Bortoleto, Colapinto, even Max, all these people have so much connection with Brazil, which is great. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on. Oh, they're showing fans. Everyone's going to go crazy if Max wins. Let's see what happens. I really want Max to just go for it. It's going to be fun. And if it's a wet race, he's going to deliver some of that masterclass that he always does. It does. Oh, the zip lining on the track. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Oh, Senna won his final GP this day. Okay. Yeah, it does seem fitting. It does seem fitting. If you are new to the channels, please go ahead and give me a follow, subscribe, like this video. I'm going to do live streams for this session, for the sprint quali. Probably not for the sprint race because I have some family commitments, but I will come back for the main qualification and the main race. I also have my predictions on my YouTube channel set up, which is the Brazilian GP preview rather. So please go ahead and watch that and consider subscribing. Let's see what happens. I'm having fun doing these streams. I've never done streams before, to be honest. So it's fun having all these streams all together with the fans of Formula One. Here we go. Cars are going out. Russell's out first. Russell's out first. Let's see what happens. I think they'll have to do a lot of setup work because they only have one session. This is the only session that they have. Although, if rain is forecasted, then it's going to be very interesting how they handle it. Because if they don't handle the session well, or people don't handle the special this particular session well, then it might hinder their race. Although, on second thought, I think because after sprint race you do have the Parc Fermé conditions opening up, so they will get to know much more after tomorrow's sprint race, so they can reset it up at least for the main race. That's good. That's also pretty good. Everyone's in the pit lane forming a line. Yeah, they're talking about Oscar losing that feeling. I agree. I don't know what's wrong with him. So, not sure. But I hope Oscar can get back into the hunt because it's not good if you don't get back into the hunt, especially in a championship like this. Right. Let's see if I can refresh this timer to... Yes, I have refreshed this timer. Let's broadcast this with the timing so that we know what tires people are on, what laps they have done. It'll be fun. Who's gonna get pole? In my view, I mean, if you talk about the sprint race, I think, and I've predicted this, sprint race is something that Lando might clinch, but Max for the main race. I think Max might get pole and he'll win. If it's a wet race, doesn't matter where he starts. He is just a monster in on this track. He will just have that masterclass, and I'm manifesting that masterclass from Max. Manifesting that. Okay, we have a lot of cars on track now. Hamilton is out on track. I think he's going to perform well. He's been improving every race since the summer break, both in quali and race pace. And there's a good chance that he might get into the podium, at least in the main race. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Practice one, I don't know who's gonna top. I think practice one is just practice, but I'll still bet on the McLarens, especially on Norris. So, I mean, P1, whoever is P1 during practice one hardly makes a difference because the conditions might change and things might go a little bit differently to the practice, but at least they will have some data on the long runs. So that is something that we need to look forward to and see if people are able to set up their car for the sprint quali as well as the sprint race. And after that sprint race, you can always set it up later on. But thank you so much for asking, Manjiri 222. Thanks for that question. Bortoletto's partner. Okay, they're showing. Are they showing Bortoletto's lap? No? Okay, Bortoletto's going on a lap. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. Hard tire. Full throttle. He's weaving around. Oh, come on. He's just... Oh, God. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Again, if you're new, this is my second race weekend live stream. So welcome, and please consider subscribing. I'm a new content creator. I will keep doing the F1 because I'm a major F1 fan. I'll continue doing all this. So yeah. What's Verstappen doing? Come on, go to the... No, he's not gonna go to the top. P7. It's okay, it's just hards. Piastri, straight out of the blocks. P1. Alonso P2. Alonso, come on. I want you to be in the top 5 this race. There's no way that you don't be in the top 5. P2 for Hamilton. Choo-doo-doo-doo. Norris, purple first sector. 300s down in the second sector. He's going to match Piastri, isn't he? Or maybe even go ahead. Bortoleto P15. P1 for Norris, and there's a yellow flag. Oh, who's off? Sonoda. That's on turn 5. Turn 4. Sonoda, you need a good weekend, man. Okay, let's see what he did. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh! He hit the barrier. Was it just the tire that made the contact or the front wing? Oh, no. Damaging the front wing, Sonoda in practice 1. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Yeah, this is bad news. Russell is P1. Okay. Yeah, front wing's gone. And didn't he get a new front wing that was Max's specification? He already bottled it? Yeah, that's not going well for you, bro. In your fight for the race seat. Let's see. Let's see what's going to be happening. Wait, Verstappen is already on the soft tire? Is this tire information accurate? Aditya, why do I think Max is out on softs whereas everyone else is on? I have no clue, bro. I have no clue, bro. Why is he doing softs? He was on the hards earlier, but I don't know why. He's just feeling the grip, or he's wasting the tire because he thinks he doesn't need it because it's going to be a wet race. Interesting. And also, I think that softs might just be worthless over here. Norris P1. Norris is definitely up to perhaps preparing for qualies. I don't know. Maybe. It's too early in the session for a quali run. But let's see. Maybe he's practicing for the sprint quali, definitely, because that is today. And he just wants to have a go at it. Depends on the soft tire sets that he has, actually. The practice race time. The practice session is for 30 minutes. No, sorry, 1 hour. Not 30 minutes, my bad. 1 hour practice. Williams brakes are strange. Lovely. They're already got so much problems. Hmm. Okay, they're showing Max's lap on the mini screen. Let's see what he does. He's down on the first sector. Ooh, personal best. Nice. But these are hard tires. These are not soft. This is incorrect information. This is hard tire. We can see it on the onboard. Stupid F1. Yeah, P2 on the hards. Definitely good. Change the tire information. Now they've changed the tire information. Or maybe he slipped into the pit lane and then changed the tire after one run of softs. Who knows? Whew. Bortoleto P12. I don't think. I mean, he has to do better. Hulkenberg is definitely faster than him in the last few races as well as quali sessions, so he needs to do better. Piastri, purple middle sector. Let's see what he does. P2. Russell's up there. Russell is up there. Mercedes did win here. I think in 2022, yeah, they did win. Russell actually won his first race over here. So, interesting. Ooh, Max bottoming out on the curb. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Max always catching big slides. Yes, I think so, Varun. I think he probably did Aston over there and just did one lap on the softs just to take away the shine, like they do as well. So, yeah, you might be right. That is true. Okay, what else? Mm, this is close. But Russell, why is Russell so so good? Anyway, it's still P1 practice. Track is evolving. Track is evolving definitely. Bro, my F1 fantasy team has gone into a toss spot. I don't remember. I don't think I changed anything last weekend because I think in one of the races I got cooked pretty hard. And this week I'll probably change it after the sprint race or sprint quali, whatever. So F1 fantasy, yeah, it's not going well. I don't know. Yeah, F1 fantasy, I don't know how good it is. I used my limitless, I think, for my team very early on. Maybe before the summer break. I don't remember though. Let me check. Let me check. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm still P5. I'm still P5 in the fantasy team, so great. I'm above all of you. Anyway, fantasy football is light years ahead of F1. Yeah, I'm sure. F1 fantasy is just a new thing. They've not done really well, and even the Formula One app, they've not done that great uh, in maintaining everything for F1 fantasy. Definitely, it needs a major overhaul. Okay, they're showing the car performance graphic. Bahrain to Mexico. McLaren obviously is the fastest. Red Bull second fastest. Yeah, this looks better than the one that they showed a couple of races ago where Red Bull, no, Ferrari was P2. I'm like, in what world are you P2? And Red Bull was below. But yeah. So they're showing that McLaren and Red Bull are at the same level playing field? No way. Norris won the race by like 30 seconds last week. What are you talking about? Alpine has dropped 3 places. Good God. Just go to 2026, man. Alpine is just. Take your Gaslys and your Colapintos and just go home. There's nothing to do here in F1 for you in 2025. Wait. Hang on. Yeah, Max has overachieved with the car because we know where Sonoda is. Let's say even if you had a better driver than Sonoda in the Red Bull car, uh, there's no way that that Red Bull car is extremely at that pace of McLaren. There's no way. Yeah, Colapinto is racing for Alpine in 2026, bro. They just announced it, what, half an hour back. I'm not really surprised because it's gone under the radar, but Colapinto has matched Gasly and done better in his race pace. I saw a couple of stats as well. But then what choice did they have? They were not willing to take anyone else from outside their reserve driver pool. And they had Paul Aaron and another person, Jack Doohan. I know that they were not going to choose Jack Doohan and Paul Aaron probably not as well. So they just went ahead with the safe bet with what they have because nobody wants to go to Alpine any which ways. Gasly hasn't done well because the car is absolute shit. So he's matching the shit that Gasly is doing basically. Mick was unfairly criticized. Colapinto has crashed more. Yeah, definitely. I think because Gunther kind of labeled him a lot, even though Mick did have a couple of heavy crashes. But then when I think about it, the Williams drivers, the Latifi and Sargent, even Sonoda early on, these guys crashed pretty much on a similar rate. Maybe one or two more crashes Mick had more, but Gunther is the one who really just railroaded his career. I agree. For that, I don't like Gunther, even though he's just the next level personality. Okay, back to the action. Why is Gasly in P4 now? We were just talking about Gasly, and he is P4 right now. What is he doing? They've just turned up the engine. Lovely stuff. Now, slow track action. Pretty much most of the cars are in the pit lane, in their garages. Wait, has Williams shared their livery for this race? Yeah, yeah, they have, haven't they? Toot. Max was da ba da 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 da. Refreshing this. Okay. So Max has done 9 laps on the hards. Sainz 13, Russell 10. They're pretty much even all across the grid. Alonso has only done 8 and Tsunoda obviously has done 4 because he stupidly crashed. Gasly just radioed in his approval of the car. Lovely. Lovely. This is the right time. He got a podium last year in the wet, so who knows, maybe this car is more suited to this track, but if that's the case, then Colapinto should not be 8 tenths behind him. Which is crazy. Okay, slow stuff going on. Alonso, Hamilton. By the way, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and check out my videos on the channel and live streams. I'll be live streaming this weekend, except for the sprint race. I'll probably be live streaming all the sessions. And I do have my Brazilian GP preview, wherein I do have predictions for the sprint race as well as the main race. So go ahead and check that out. I want to go to Brazil. I definitely want to go to Brazil for a race because the track is one of my favorite tracks ever. That turn one, I mean, not just turn one, every turn over here is a potential overtaking zone. And with the weather in play and how good the track is, it's a Formula One fan's dream to go there and watch the race. Stevo, thanks for that message. If you're liking what you are saying in the stream, please go ahead and follow me along on this channel of Twitch. Go ahead. I don't have a Discord right now. I don't operate it right now. But once I do, I will add it. I will add this particular handle on Discord. But thank you, really appreciate it. Okay, what else? Okay, everyone is doing long runs now, it seems. I don't know what the forecast is for what The forecast for sprint quali. I don't know what that is. Anyone know what's the forecast for sprint quali? I think it might end up being dry considering it's only what. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I don't know. Today will be dry. Okay, cool. Forecast max pole for Varun. Do you mean for sprint or main race or both? Because I know you would want both. I want both as well, but I think everything. Okay, everything ever till Abu Dhabi. Let's just go. Just pole win, everything. Grand Slam weekends across all time. Lovely. Uh, What's everyone is doing long runs. Let's see some of the long run information actually. Blah blah blah. Where's the data? What's the lap time that Verstappen is doing right now? 1:11.3. Russell 1:11.1. I don't think that's the long run lap time though. Let's see. It's getting updated. Ferrari seems to be behind. Where is Norris and Piastri in the long run? I can't see Norris. Where is Norris? I don't think they've started that long run. Let's... Yeah. Okay, yeah, the data that was showing in that particular section is definitely not long run. Let me find that out. F1 dash timing. Yeah. Ooh. Formula. Whoa. I love Hajar's team radios. Always fun. Okay. Last lap. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's very different timings everywhere. Okay, now we're all settled into the long run pace. Everyone is doing their own programs. Let's see what's gonna happen. And yeah, let's see. Do-do-do-do. I'm lucky it's a sprint weekend. Why is that? Ooh. Sonoda is not handling that corner well. Or was that Max? That was Max, right? Otherwise, I'd have to do a session for all three practice. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. All three practice sessions. I mean, last time around I did it for FP1 and FP3. I only didn't do FP2 because it was just way too late. It was like what 3:30 in the fucking morning. There's no way. I was dead tired. I was doing a lot of other stuff. But I'm game to do all practice sessions because any which ways I watch all of it. So yeah, why not? Hmm. Nothing's going on. Pretty boring. He was pushed off the track. Max. Okay. I didn't see that. What's Norris doing? Nor Alpine is blocking McLaren. Is it Colapinto? He's just got more confidence with his new contract, which is pretty good. No Edex, not gonna download Discord right now. I'm probably going to do it at a later time, but thanks so much. Okay, what's going on? 24 minutes left. Ooh. I want to see some quali runs. Come on. Give me some qualies. Give me some quali runs. Let's go. Do-do-do-do. Tu-tu-tu-tu. Red Bull Racing won their first constructors championship at the Brazil GP. Yes, 2010. Seb won that year. So yes, it's been 15 years. Good God, I feel old. Turn incident was happen. Okay, I missed that particular incident with Verstappen and was it Russell? Lindblad for second Red Bull seat, or would it be Hajar? Second Red Bull seat. Red Bull seat, I think it's between Sonoda and Hajar. There's no way um, Lindblad is going for the main seat, but I don't know. I think Lindblad needs one more season in F2. He's not polished enough. He didn't do a very good job in the last few races, and he still has some bit of learning to do. So I think Lindblad. I think they should just stick with what they have as of now. I just think that maybe just Hajar up to with Max and then Sonoda back in Racing Bulls. Okay, it was Russell and Sonoda. Okay, my bad. Hearing from a reliable sources that Danny. No way. Don't give me hope. Don't say Danny Rick. Come on. Have you seen him lately? He's grown his beard. He seems like he's living in a fucking jungle in Australia. Probably with Horner's new team. Yeah, let's see when that is. I don't see that happening. I think he's done and dusted. I don't want to hope. I don't want to hope, bro. Don't give me hope. Okay, current pace Leclerc 13.6, 13.8, 14.5, 14.7. What? This is a stupid pace. There's no way that Ferrari is 1 second ahead of Max. Yeah. Laura Mickey is on the. Bro, I think I go watch my predictions. Just go watch my predictions. You'll get the answer for Hamilton podium. Go for it. I'm not gonna tell you. So Verstappen Verstappen's pace. Wait, I don't know. 1:14.5 last lap. How the hell is Piastri at 1:13.5? I want to see this thing. Okay, turn 6 incident involving Verstappen and Russell reviewed. No further investigation for Russell and Verstappen. Okay. To stream. Where's my audio? Whew. Okay. Piastri is faster in turn 10 by 2 tenths by braking late. Hmm. Hamilton was P3 in quali last race, bro. What are you talking about? He can get a podium. It's Brazil. He has that connection. He can get it. He can get it. If Oscar is not in that scene, then Hamilton is gonna get it. That's my prediction, any which ways. I want it to happen. He's improved any which ways, but yeah. He does not have connections with every track. He's his Brazil is the I think what he's a citizen now, and he's obviously a big Senna fan, and he's won here. Max Norris Piastri, come on, that's not it's a stupid boring podium. I don't want that podium. That's not my prediction any which ways. Max Russell Norris for qualifying. Interesting. Yeah, that can happen. But maybe Max Norris Russell, because Norris is definitely upping his game and has done way better than Piastri in the last few races. He definitely has an edge. Let's see. But yeah, that's a good one for qualifying. Max is, Thanos. So I'm not talking anything about Max. It's only Hamilton who's a factor, especially if it's wet. Max and Lewis do very well in the wet. I hope it's wet for tomorrow. Max Verstappen. Hang on. Brazil. Okay, they've got medium tires on. Okay, I think people are doing quali runs on the medium tires because this soft tire is absolute horseshit. So Friday should remain dry. Main threat of precipitation on Saturday, which is 80%, and Sunday at 60%. So we have Saturday, Sunday wet. Hopefully, hopefully, good stuff gonna happen. Hmm. Yeah, medium tires. Why are they doing mediums though? Don't they have to have medium tires for the sprint quali? Maybe they have a lot of sets of mediums available, so they don't think that it's going to make any difference. Track isn't evolving, it's just that they're doing medium and the others were doing hard. Stroll is still the last of the mediums, so he's just doing stroll things. What's Lawson doing? Oh, what? Who's there? Sonoda? Sonoda is sleeping in his Red Bull. Wake the fuck up, Sonoda! Yuki's just sleeping. Hmm. Okay, let's see Colapinto's lap after his re-signing. What can he do? Gasly is in 13th, but that's the older time on hards. Let's see where he goes in the medium running. Personal bet, obviously. 5 tenths behind Science, which will put him Antonelli Stroll territory. Let's see what Piastri is doing. Oh, Piastri is on a lap. Fine, okay. 2 tenths up. P10 for Colapinto, that's not that great. But at least it's closer to Stroll, so it's consistent with that shitbox of a car. Come on, Piastri, give us some fire. Okay, 4 tenths up on Science. Yeah, which is what is expected from McLaren. Let's see what Norris does in the middle sector. Still up. Piastri 6 tenths on Science. Strong lap. Very strong lap. Lando will be P2. 3 tenths down. That's okay. Lando, you're the number one. Okay, whatever. Where's Hulk going to be? Because Bortoleto is P5, just behind Alonso. This is manager. Come on. P3? Wait, what? So Bortletto and Hulk they're not really that far apart. Only a tenth behind Bortletto is. So let's see. Antonelli is going for a lap. But Antonelli has backed off. Hulk is crazy, bro. Hulk is crazy. Hulk is doing well in qualifying in the last few races. Bortoleto had gotten back up. Ooh, Hajar. Big lockup. Yeah, Bortoleto had gotten back up. He was doing well. But then again, Hulkenberg, experienced fella, coming back up. Hajar needs a good weekend because in the last couple of races, I feel like, and he was P6, very nice. So he didn't have. I don't remember actually what has Hajar done. He's had a DNF probably. In Austin, he had what? He went out in quali. Yeah, he crashed, and I don't remember Mexico. Where was Hajar? He was definitely not anywhere near what he should be. But it's also because I think his car has had problems. They had engine issues in the last few races. I do remember that for Hajar. Look at that midfield. Hulkenberg, Sainz, Alonso, Lawson, Hajar, Bortoleto, all within 1/10 of each other, which is insane. Wow, brilliant. Even Ocon and Behrman not that far ahead, far behind. 2/10 covers the top from third to fifth, 14th, 13th, whatever. Max is not happy with the setup. Oh yeah, he's in the pit lane. Ooh. Ooh, Max is not happy with the setup and he's not out for his quali run. Ooh, interesting. Where is Ferrari? Ferrari, Sonoda. So Red Bull and Ferrari have not done their uh, quali runs. I think Ferrari has just gone out. Where is Alonso going to be? 2/10 down, not bad. What's Bortoleto doing? They're improving lap after lap. It's this medium tire definitely has some longevity and pace. Hulk and Alonso pretty close. Yeah, everyone's doing personal bests at least in a couple of sectors in the next few laps, so they definitely have that going for them. Bottle to P5, nice. Good stuff. At least he's only 200s behind Hulk. That's as close as it can be, right? Norris is down. Oh, best purple sector in the final one, but he's still 2.5 tenths. Yeah, 2.5 tenths down. That means Piastri's lap was amazing. Wait, Max is on softs? Everyone has done medium. Max is the only one with softs. What's going on with Red Bull? So they don't think that soft is required for the race, or maybe that their soft tire can work well in in this particular session because they don't need it. Whatever the case might be, it's different from everyone else. Russell's P6, not that great. Pretty poor actually. P6 behind Bortoleto and Alonso. Yeah. Ooh, half a second down, Max. This is not a good tire. He's backed out of it. I don't think soft tire is a good tire for this weekend. At least not on the dry, but after, let's say if it rains and if it dries up again, then who knows. But definitely Max is not happy with this. Hard tire back, okay. No, it's hards. It's not mediums. It's hards. Where's Hamilton? So Ferrari are not doing uh, any of the quali simulations, it seems, because Ferrari is still on the hards. Max just went from softs to hards. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what the sprint quali brings, because they definitely are doing some different strategies over there in Red Bull and Ferrari compared to McLaren and Mercedes. They may be saving the medium tire for the race or sprint. What's Antonelli going to do? Is he going to be above Russell? Ooh, P8. Merck not looking that great on the mediums. Piastri, purple first sector. Piastri has listened to everyone's criticism has gone, yep, I'm gonna do some cocaine and drive this fucking car. Crazy. Okay, only 9 milliseconds off on the middle sector. Checkered flag, checkered flag. Piastri's P1. Can't. Okay. He has not been able to go faster than what his time was, 109.9. Where's Norris? This time closer. Is it the same tire? That's interesting. Let's see what he does in the final sector, because last time it was purple. Oh, he goes P1. Oh, he was P1, Lando. Okay. Interesting. 23 milliseconds between the McLarens. And where is Max? Come on, we need to see what's going on. It's just... It's weird. It is weird. McLaren P1, P2, but then P3 is straight away 6 tenths down, and it's Hulkenberg. Hulk, kick, Hulk. Nice. Hamilton spinning. But that's on the hard tire, right? The old hards. Yeah, Ferrari have not done their medium run, so they're saving it. So is Max, and so is Sonoda. But to be fair, with Sonoda, it's not really a question of saving it. It's more about just going for it. Rear hit the floor. Okay. Probably on the curb. Probably on the curb is when they hit it. So Mercedes is definitely not in the hunt. We don't know what pace Ferrari and Max have on the mediums compared to McLaren. I'm gonna say it's close, at least for Max and Leclerc Hamilton. But in any case, Piastri and Norris themselves are very close, so it's going to be interesting for sprint. And yeah, it's not. What do they mean by rear hitting the floor? The He means the car bottomed out. I think probably on the curb. So the floor hit the bottom of the track. That's why he spun. And he was doing what, laps on consistently on the hard tire, I think. How many? 30 laps, 28 laps on the hard tire. He was pushing that lap, but yeah. So everyone except for Red Bull and Ferrari have done medium. So it's going to be very tough to predict, but let's see. It's going to be very interesting for the sprint quali. It's going to be dry, but I think it's going to be between Norris, Piastri, and Max. That's it. There's no one else touching for pole, sprint pole at least. Okay. I don't think Max is feeling particularly well with this setup. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, Red Bull and Ferrari definitely cooking something, at least for either the main race or the sprint race, just saving the medium tires. I don't think they've done any of it. And McLaren just doesn't need it. They're just way too ahead. But let's see if that strategy pans out. Let's see. Wait, why is... Okay, my bad. Nothing. Okay, so practice one is done and dusted. Norris first, Piastri, and then Hulkenberg. I always love when Hulkenberg just gets in. This is the Silverstone podium, right? Yeah. From Hulkenberg to Antonelli, it's only 1.5 tenths, which is insanely close. Wow. F1 is really close in terms of qualifying this year. I don't think this kind of gap will come anytime soon in the new regs in 2026. But yeah. Okay, that's practice one done and dusted. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I did a lot. And I will continue this for the sprint quali, which is how much time? It's 3 hours away. Lovely stuff. I hope I'm awake. I will be awake. I definitely will be awake at that point in time. But good stuff. Any of you new viewers, thank you for joining my stream. If you liked my content, please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. And I will see you in the next stream, maybe a new video. Do check out my channel. And I have a couple of other links on the channel as well for my other channel. So if you like all the stuff that I've been doing, please go ahead and follow, subscribe. It'll be of great help. I think that's it for now. I will catch you guys later for the sprint quali. See you. Bye bye.